Hey guys, the mayor of Uroboland and the prominent ex-militant leader Isaac, let's say Horonekbe, aka Akpodoro, has captured the Northern Elders Forum, the NEF, over what he described as the gaffe of a self-serving and greedy few who, he said, arrogant to themselves, power they do not have due to what he described as a barefooted threat issued President Bola Ahmed Tinubu presidency, bearing in mind in 2027 presidential election. Akpodoro's comment is contained in a release made available to journalists over the Eid-al-Fitr holiday, stressing that the era when a few disgruntled elements wake up from the other side of their bed to decide who rules the country was long gone. Mayor noted that only the North did not vote President Tinubu into power, but that he came to power on the back of well-meaning Nigerians who do not pander to ethnic and religious sentiments like a few individuals who, he said, live in the past, like Abdulaziz Suleiman, the so-called Northern Elders Forum. According to the Urobo-born virtuous mayor, he said Nigerians are looking forward to a better and more prosperous nation and not dwelling in ethnic jingoism like Suleiman who wants Nigerians to believe, but an equitable nation standing on fair play in the spirit of one indivisible united Nigeria. He stressed further that the 2023 presidential election proved people like Suleiman and co-travelers wrong, noting that President Tinubu at that election defeated ethnicism and religion to the disappointment of the few who see themselves as owners of Nigeria. The former warlord said Suleiman belongs in the 19th century Nigeria, where a few people arrogate to themselves the power to make a president, stressing that the spread of the overwhelming victory of presidential candidates in last year's election defeated such notion. Nigeria, according to him, belongs to all and not an exclusive preserve of the likes of Suleiman, who would rather want the larger northern region to remain in abject poverty and despondency, while they smile to the banks standing on the numerical strength of the northern masses. He added that Tinubu's government is a government of the masses and not that of a few who see themselves as kingmakers, as he challenged Suleiman to tell the world who he, an ethnic jingoist, voted for in that election that he said remains one of the best in Nigerian's history. The mayor stated that if anyone was to be denied a second term in office, that person had to be the immediate former president, Muhammadu Buhari, who he noted led the nation deeper in abject poverty on account of bad governance, maintaining that President Tinubu's administration would not fund corruption like the nation's witnessed in the 8 years of General Buhari, whose 8 years ineptitude dragged the nation state back by 20 years. Unfortunately, Suleiman spoke for himself and the very few who live under the illusion that they have the power to decide who becomes the nation's leader. Nigerians overwhelmingly voted for Asiwaju, and that mandate he has been utilizing in ensuring that a new Nigeria would, where the children of the poor are made relevant without necessarily dancing to the wings and caprice of some spent forces. The candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, that Suleiman's allotted to in his wishy-washy statement. It's not more of a statement than the man who baited democracy in the world's most populous black nation. One wonders where Suleiman and his likes were when the then Senator Tinubu and his National Democratic Coalition wrested power from the military. Was he on sabbatical? This is another failed blackmail that can never stand the test of time. The North is united in its support for the renewed hope agenda under these presidents and people like Suleiman, whose group exists only on the papers of the newspaper, should be told in clear terms to queue behind this president whose ambition is to bequeath a new Nigeria where every citizen is hopeful and united in national solidarity. He said, come 2027, Nigerians more than ever before will exactly file out to vote massively for the man who has taken it's time to build a new nation where the child of the common man will be able to live happily among other Nigerians. While Suleiman's NEF 6th Division patriotic citizens see unity, friendship, brotherhood, and peace. Okay, Nigerians. Even in his cluelessness, Nigerians voted Buhari for a second term in office at the time of which Suleiman and the Northern Elders Forum was asleep. Power belongs to the Nigerian people and not the Northern Elders. This government has come to stay. Suleiman and his ethnic-centric group should go get a life and stop radicality and self-aggrandizement that President Tinubu has defeated on February 25th. Okay, 25th, please pardon me, 25th, 2023. Okay, it is new Nigeria. That is what he said. He said it is new Nigeria that is being repositioned for greatness by genuine democratic forces. Okay, and nobody will pander to the wings and caprice of forces of retrogression and reactionary elements. The mayor called on Nigerians to be wary of those he described as political liabilities who cannot win election in their polling unit, let alone their wards, saying they are jittery of the progress being made by the Tinubu's administration. Record that Suleiman was quoted recently saying the North regrets voting President Tinubu to power, certain one in inclusiveness in the current federal government, wondering how election can inclusiveness be defined if not what the government in power is doing. Well, with all this English and everything, becoming a president of a country is not just because you won election. No. People want to see what you are doing. That one is number one. People want to see what you are doing. What are you doing? What is going on? So if they ask you now, the Nigerian people, are they happy with what is going on? Now you go ask further question. So make I leave am for here. So my people, make we hear what una think for waiting a talk. Kindly drop your comments below the comment section.